This episode of Culers Corner by Feeberse is for one man and one man only. The man that silenced the doubters, the man that silenced the haters, the man that wears the number 11. That some fans put a different name on his shirt. I say, this episode of Culers Corner by Feeberse is for the Brazilian, the captain, the hat-trick scoring Raphinha. This episode of Culers Corners is for him and him alone. Let's go, vamos!
Nailed it. Nailed that, Jamie.
I'm just so passionate about it.
Absolutely
It's been a long time coming.
I think we've been building up to that all day long as well.
All day long.
We've been building up to that moment all day long for that, and you absolutely nailed it.
Thanks.
Good job.
I'm done. That's me. Thanks. I'll see you all next week.
We'll go. That's it.
Hello and welcome to Culers Corner by Feeberse. I'm Jamie. I'm joined by Alex.
I'm
as
Alex.
Ever.
We're back.
¿Cómo estás?
We're back 2 weeks without each other. It's been a long 2 weeks, but we are back. And
what a week to make a comeback.
I know.
What a week.
There is a lot to cover, a lot to talk about. There's a few fun things that happened overall.
Yeah.
And a bit of a teaser, some trailers. Shall we get
It's a big episode.
right into it?
We should just get right into it.
Let's go.
Because it's just a massive week.
Right into it.
Starting, of course, last night.
Yes, last night. What happened last night? What happened last night?
Let's go into the highlights. Let's take a look at what happened last night. It was, of course, just an absolutely massive night.
Yes.
One drink. And I'm going to be honest, at this point of the night, I was getting pizzas out of the oven. Like, literally, it was like, oh, match is starting.
Were you not, after all that intro, were you not ready to have Raphinha score in the first minute of the match?
I was not ready. I was getting the pizzas out of the oven. I was in the kitchen, and it was like, match is starting. It was like, okay, yeah, coming. You know, chopping the pizzas. And like, Raphinha's scored. Like, what?
I was just in disbelief, to be honest. I was like, there is absolutely no way that we've managed to score that early and get a lead that early.
I think most of the I think Raphinha himself was quite shocked.
Yes, but then you missed the second goal as well. Well, the goal that didn't stand.
Because I went running in, and I was like, okay, Raphinha scored, good. Went back out, get the pizzas, and get like sauces and drinks or whatever. He's like, Harry Kane scored. And I was like running back in like, what? And we watched that. Okay, no goal.
Yeah.
And then I managed to see the rest of it.
So. Yeah, fair enough.
So happy days, yeah, no, all good.
Yeah, no, I weirdly, that usually happens to me, to be honest, because I'm horrible at planning. I'm always disorganized, so it's usually me running around, missing the first few minutes of the match. But luckily last night I was in my pajamas in bed, ready to watch the match quite early.
Getting cozy for the match.
Pretty much, yeah.
So chat, we want to see some love for Raphinha. He's the captain. He's the man that scored goals in the
man of
first,
the moment.
45th and 56th minute.
Yeah.
The hat trick, which gave us 3 out of 4. Robert Lewandowski, of course, giving us...
I still can't believe that scoreline.
Just phenomenal.
I still can't believe that scoreline.
A ver, chat. Partidazo.
Un partidazo, por decir. A ver, chat, ¿qué opinaste del partido de Raphinha? Un partidazo. 100 partidos con el Barça.
100 matches.
Un hat-trick y ganarle 4-1 al Bayern Munich. Vamos, que...
You can't do better than that.
Una noche perfecta.
Yeah, an incredible night.
You really can go.
4-1.
Vamos, captain, stepping up.
Bayern. Just incredible.
I mean, it was the perfect night for him. Captain's armband, hat trick, 100 games. A really, really important Champions League match that I think, there was a moment in the match where I looked at the scoreline and I was like, are we actually up 3-1 against Bayern Munich right now? We all know the painful history that we have with that club.
Loads of love in the chat for Raphinha.
Yeah,
so
Rafa goal.
Do you want to hear some of the reactions after the match?
Let's hear it.
We've got Pedri, Fermin, and Hansi Flick himself post-match.
Let's hear it.
It was an unbelievable match, and yeah, we are very happy. I'm happy with the team because we in the first half after our goal we suffered a little bit, and Bayern was really good at this moment. But after the 1-1, we came back, and this is what I can say. I'm very proud about this situation, because we came back. We are proud. We believe in that what we want to do, and also with ball possession to keep the ball was really good.
Bueno, tan perfecta no, pero sabía que íbamos a hacer un partidazo. Estábamos confiados que queríamos dar un golpe encima de la mesa y así ha sido. Creo que somos un equipo con muchísimo potencial y hoy la verdad que ha sido un partido bonito y sobre todo para disfrutar.
Bueno, creo que es una gran victoria para para seguir mejorando, para seguir creyendo en nosotros. Creo que estamos preparados para estos partidos y bueno, creo que hoy lo hemos demostrado y queda aún mucho, pero creo que vamos por el buen camino y nada, tenemos que seguir así. Que esos 15 minutos fueron los peores que tuvimos en el partido, pero supimos darle la vuelta, tener calma con el balón y a partir de ahí pues ir creciendo, llegaron los goles y la confianza con los goles siempre aumenta y todo sale mucho más fácil y bueno, ya con más goles a tu favor pues ya disfrutas de un partido que es para disfrutar, sobre todo la afición se lo merecía, que desde hace mucho tiempo no le damos una alegría así.
At least Pedri knows that we've been suffering for a long time.
Long-suffering Barca fans rejoice.
Yeah, at least they recognize it as well, which is nice. But obviously, shall we go back to the man of the match?
Raphinha.
The man of the match, our
Oh,
number
captain,
11.
my captain.
Oh, yes. Shall we stand on the table? Oh, captain, my captain. Raphinha.
Raphinha, you want to hear from him? Because there's some. We'll watch it, and then there's
And then
just
we'll
a
comment.
moment here because Raphinha just absolutely slayed it. Let's hear from Raphinha, our captain, after an incredible match. An MVP.
MVP.
La verdad que me olvidé que era mi partido 100. Me acordaron después del partido y bueno, completar mis 100 partidos con esta camiseta en un partido como este y como fue, la verdad que es muy especial, una noche que creo que es difícil olvidar y bueno, la verdad estoy bastante contento, bastante emocionado, no hay palabras que puedo decir que va a expresar lo que estoy sintiendo hoy. Y nada, estoy bastante contento y espero poder dar mucho más por esta camiseta. Sí, seguramente para la gente fue un partido bastante especial por todo lo que ha pasado en los últimos partidos contra el Bayern. Yo estaba mirando los partidos, yo vi cómo ha pasado todo. Al final, por tener un cariño especial por el club, también sentí las derrotas creo que no como los jugadores o el staff que estaba, pero como un pequeño aficionado lo sentí la derrota y creo que este partido para la gente era un partido, una revancha, pero en mi opinión particular yo creo que tenemos que pensar que lo que pasó, fue lo que dije ayer en la previa y tenemos que pensar siempre en el siguiente partido y bueno, creo que estamos muy bien metidos en los partidos que tenemos por delante y estamos trabajando fuerte para dar una respuesta a toda la gente que no se fía de nosotros. Una de las mejores, sí, puedo decir que sí. Como te dije, va a estar en uno de los momentos que nunca me olvidaré y seguramente una de las mejores noches que pasé con esta camiseta, pero la mejor está por venir.
Lo mejor está por venir.
The best is still to come. From a man that on his 100th match,
Scored a hat-trick.
wearing the captain's armband, scored a hat-trick against Bayern Munich
Munich.
in the Champions League. You're like, no, there's
He's
still
like,
better
he's
to
like,
come.
no, I can still do better than this.
Cool. Yeah, I'm here for it.
Yeah,
Well
I
up for
think
that.
we can definitely manage that.
Let's have a quick look. We've got some messages from the chat. Nekam says Raphinha is GOAT. Big
Goat.
words already for him. Huge star for us.
Yeah.
Thank you, Nekam. Sugar Kick, this one's good. I like this one. Number 11s are cooking this
Yeah.
season. But
Alexa
Alexia and
Botellas.
Raphinha, two
Yeah.
captains.
Number 11 captains
Brilliant.
for both of our men and women's teams, definitely.
We've also got plenty of love coming in for Hansi Flick. Tawain from Jamaica, hello to
Yeah.
you. Thank you, Hansi Flick.
I just find it funny that our greatest tragedy and our happiest moment this season so far have come in the hands of Hansi Flick.
Yeah.
It was kind of, he seems like the only man to be able to hack the code of beating Barcelona and beating Bayern Munich all in one package, essentially.
I like this from Dorato Mino. Raphinha, Lewandowski, Jamal, the best trio in the world.
I think
That's
we can agree with that,
yeah,
actually.
big words.
A ver, Ewa Payor cooking this season, we'll get to that, but she definitely is cooking this season. Raphinha, Barça is winning on Saturday. We'll get to that this season. El fenómeno Rafa, un mago, un leyenda, a ver qué más podemos, cómo describimos al Raphinha.
Loads of love in the chat for Raphinha. Earlier today, you went out and about looking for love for Raphinha.
I got a lot of love for Raphinha. Yo creo que es algo muy fácil una persona muy fácil de querer. A un nivel como la Yamal, yo creo que Raphinha va a ser el jugador del mes para el Barça. Va a ser difícil que no. Bueno, entre Lewandowski también, Lewa también ha tenido...
Raphinha, Lewandowski...
Lewa también ha tenido un mes bastante bueno. But I think, I went on Barça Boulevard next to the ever so in progress Camp Nou to ask people what they thought about Raphinha. Do you want to watch it?
Yeah, let's find out what people thought about Raphinha.
Right, we're here on Barça Boulevard. We're going to ask people what they think of Raphinha. And Guillaume just got a gem at the Barça store. Look at that. So, what do you guys think of Raphinha this season so far?
He's doing a very good start of the season. I think it's 17 goal and assists, and it's quite impressive. Last night he's done a very good match.
I think it's very good so far. Best debut of season for him. He scored a lot of goals with 3 goals yesterday. Very good game of Raphinha. I think he stepped up in his level with Hansi Flick. So yeah, I'm very, very, very happy to have him in the team.
I was there last night, and I was also at Madrid on Tuesday, and I saw Vinicius Jr.'s act on Tuesday, but Raphinha played much better because Raphinha, he plays defense. He gives it all. He's unrelenting. He's got incredible lung power. And those goals that he scored, they were incredible. It was, for me, it was magnificent. I have suffered a long time. Last night was fantastic, and hopefully Saturday, and I'm going to be there, it's going to be even better.
He will be the star for the season, and I think we can to win the Champions League with him.
And I think he's a great player, and he's much better than Williams. So he has the place in the team, and I'm sure that he will be very good this year.
Jamie, he agreed with you about the Nico Williams comment there.
Nico who? Never heard of him.
Our new number 11. So we're missing my favorite interview.
Oh yeah?
About Raphinha. Do you want to have a guess as to what it is?
Was he Brazilian? Must have been Brazilian, loving the...
Have a little dance. I mean, he has maybe, Joga Bonito style to him, potentially. Okay. Do you guys want to see what my favorite interview of the day was?
Let's take a look.
Dile, me encantó Raphinha, juega muy bien.
Me encantó. Vale, yo también estoy de acuerdo.
Es la revelación de este año.
Benji speaks good Spanish.
He does.
Benji speaks really good Spanish.
And he was a Raphinha fan.
There you go.
I think what are the odds of finding a dog that loves Raphinha as much as we do?
And speaks Spanish.
Spanish. Fluent Spanish.
So eloquent in his love for Raphinha.
So that was Benji, and I think we're all de acuerdo con Benji.
Yeah. Obviously, last night 4-1 Bayern, Raphinha. Like, it's all at the forefront of our minds. It was a spectacular night, but it's not where the week began, really, because there's so much massive news this week. We need to go back all the way to last weekend when Barca faced Sevilla.
Yeah.
And there's kind of 2 big bits of news from this match. There's this bit here where very own Lamine Yamal got the La Liga player of the month
reminder
awards.
that Raphinha got that last month. So that's 2 months in a row that we get it at the club.
We keep it here. Raphinha handed it on.
Yeah.
And it's quite a cool little red trophy. I'm a fan of it.
Yeah.
Obviously, Lewandowski started off the scoring with that penalty dance maneuver.
That little skippy step. Boom.
And some Pedri magic from just outside the area.
Pedri. He's coming back into form the way, he's getting really comfortable again on the pitch. I think we're actually... It's not that we've needed to get back in form and back in rhythm, because we've been in really good rhythm over the entire season. But now individual players are coming back.
Right.
We're getting a lot of players back, as we're going to talk about in this particular game. And I think it's only going to get better from now, which is ridiculous to say.
100%. I mean, that was a lovely goal by Lewandowski. And then Pablo Torre came on.
Yeah.
And you kind of... like he was on loan to Girona and he's come back and he's scored a couple of goals. He's been doing well. And Pablo Torre scored 2 in a very short space of time. Obviously, this is the moment of the match.
This moment, my God, Gavi coming back. How happy are you to have Gavi back?
On a scale of 1 to 10, like 55.
I'm gonna go 57 just to defeat you. Having Gavi back, I think it's crucial. I think it's what's special about this team so far this season is the fact that it's such a team, it's a collective, and to have someone coming back from an ACL injury, for example, that boosts the morale because they were all there for him, and you saw how happy everyone was for him post match, and I think that's quite special to have.
We've
those
got
moments.
some lovely footage of Gavi's return. If we have a look at the footage from here, you can go to the YouTube channel after you finish watching Culers Corner, of course, and watch the full video, this kind of inside view of Gavi's return.
And you saw the smile on his face when he went to warm up as well. It was just, he was so happy.
And there's the crowd as well, just Gavi, Gavi.
He was so happy, and the love that you felt in that stadium was just outstanding. You can tell how much people care about him and what an important player he is on and off the pitch.
We should mention the players next to him there, Dani Olmo and Fermin, also made their returns from injury this week. Yeah. Obviously, it's not been so long coming.
No. And Fermin Lopez got the start in the Champions League.
Yeah.
That was I was shocked, and then I was watching it with someone, and they were like, "Yeah, but you can't, like, Fermin, he's played so well." And I was like, "Yeah, he's been injured and he's played that well. Like, you can't expect me to expect someone to play that well when they've been injured for so long." But no, Fermin does it. So
this was the moment that he went out to warm up, and the stadium erupted.
Yes.
At Montjuic as well, and
at home,
like, you can just see how
so
touched about it he is.
Yeah. And all of his teammates, Frankie de Jong is smiling, probably like bigger than Gavi was.
No, because this was so long. Like, the fans wanted it, but the players wanted it as well. Everyone was just desperate to see him back.
It was just a moment of joy for everybody involved, and I think I think that's probably the most special part about this team right now is the togetherness. And you don't get that. We're like, yes.
And we'll get into the documentary in a minute. If you've not seen it, there's an amazing documentary that Barca One put out about Gavi and about his kind of time through injury, and the players lived the whole thing with him.
Yeah. It's that closeness, it's the support. I think it's a mentally draining injury that if you don't have your teammates, if you don't have those people around you supporting you, and when it's a team, you don't have to give that much, but if it's a collective, you just you check in on him, you do that, and I think the team really supported him, and I think it was a collective work to get him back onto the pitch.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And this moment where Pedri gives him the captain's armband,
that was special. That was
goosebumps.
I know there was a comparative photo of Iniesta giving it to Xavi one day, and you saw
because Xavi had the same injury. Exactly. I didn't realize that until the documentary.
And it was also the number 8 of Iniesta and Pedri. It was literally like I literally was
chat. Let's get some love for Gavi in the chat because it's been a long time coming, and we'll throw it to the trailer as well in a minute because the documentary on Barça One about Gavi's recovery from injury. In fact, vamos con el teaser primero y luego vamos al chat.
Sí.
Let's take a look at this because it's just such a great documentary.
It is.
A mí me encantaba ir ahí a la piscina porque, claro, íbamos a otro sitio que no era este y, claro, a mí la verdad que me encantaba.
Claro, para el jugador es muy gratificante llegar a la piscina con muletas y poder meterse en la piscina y caminar sin ellas. Entonces puedes trabajar con diferentes estímulos, puedes trabajar la propiocepción, la elasticidad de los tejidos, e incluso puedes empezar a hacer trabajo cardiovascular en el agua, que son cosas que fuera del agua son impensables. También es importante para practicar según qué gestos a la hora de quitar miedos para luego aplicarlos en seco. Ahora, también hay una parte de terapia psicológica, de cambiar de escenario. O sea, es que literalmente y figuradamente era un oasis en el desierto.
And that's a really special moment in the documentary because he was suffering, he was struggling to like walk, he couldn't do anything, and then they were like, we took him to the pool and he was like a different guy, he was just moving around differently. Really amazing documentary.
Yes,
Gavi gets really sincere. It's well worth looking up. I also learned something about our physio that spoke on there, Pablo Merino. It turns out him and I have got a really good taste in music. And
you're counting yourself in this automatically.
I think we could be good friends, Pablo. Tú y yo tenemos muy buen gusto de música. They
I
talk
know,
about
I
this.
know.
There's a great Spotify playlist that they made, actually.
Okay.
Which is available on Spotify. You can look it up. That Pablo made with
¿Y cómo
Gavi.
se llama?
Pablo in Progress. Let me double check that. Gavi in Progress.
Gavi in Progress.
Gavi in Progress. And it's got some great songs on there.
Vamos, que han hecho un playlist para recuperación de Gavi en Spotify.
And it's
Está
songs that
disponible.
they made between them to keep the energy up.
Sí, si estáis pasando por una lesión parecida o si queréis
it's just
o
great
si,
music.
si queréis un poco de motivación de lo que escuchaba Gavi en su recuperación del cruzado, pues ahí lo tenéis.
Yeah.
Gavi in Process.
Gavi in Process.
En Spotify.
In Spotify. Some messages in the chat. Donzar King, the warrior, Gavi, the warrior.
warrior.
There he is. With the sword emojis. Gavi, son of Barcelona and Urbanity and Cities, which is a great name. I like that username. Says, wow, Barca, Yamal, Rafa, Lua, Olmo, Gavi, unstoppable. Unstoppable.
Unstoppable.
So yeah, like lots of love for Gavi. We're just so happy to have him.
Someone just said so many heartbreaks in these many years. I have cried more than I've laughed. I think that sums us up.
Pretty much.
Pretty much. But this season we are enjoying finally.
Let's hope we keep enjoying it because this weekend's a big one.
Yes.
It is Clásico time. The first Clásico of the season. We've got a special Barca shirt for the occasion. Can we have a look at the Vamos a ver the Coldplay camiseta.
We'll have to chat what you guys think about it, but I quite like it.
Yeah, it's great. It's good. The advert is great.
I think
it's a big weekend.
It is a huge weekend.
What results are you giving?
I'm actually quite nervous, if I'm being completely honest. I'm happy that Courtois won't be there, because I think he's been a big presence defensively, with the likes of Carvajal not being there. I think Courtois is important for that. So I think we have the vantage point with the way that our attack is going, with Lewa, with Raphinha, with Lamine, with Pedri, with Fermin. I think we have the vantage point on the offensive, but obviously, Real Madrid do have a good offense as well. But I think with this shirt, it's gonna give us superpowers.
I think so. I'm gonna go for. It's gonna be tight. I think. Like
it's
gonna
3-2
be Barca.
That's a high-scoring game.
Yeah, it's gonna be high scoring. We're gonna go for it.
I'm going for a 4-2.
4-2.
Yeah.
So you say 3-2 is a high-scoring game, and then you're going 4-2. You're going even higher scoring.
Yeah. I've said it. I have to commit now. There's no going back.
I'm not gonna lie.
Chaos.
I was anxious about going into the game.
I'm so anxious thinking about it.
And if it wasn't for such a great result last night,
I know.
Carrying that to the Bernabeu and especially with the players looking how they're looking. Big result for Barca, I think, on Saturday.
Okay, I've committed.
Yeah.
I've committed
4-2, 3-2.
Yeah.
Have a quick look at chat. What do we think the result's going to be
¿Qué el
on
pronóstico para
Saturday
el Clásico?
in the Bernabeu?
El Clásico sábado en el Bernabéu.
Let's have a look.
¿Qué pensáis, chat? Un 3-0. Olmo to score, Barça to win 3-1. Emanuel, me gusta.
Sebi, Barca will win 2-1.
A ver.
Isan Patil, 3-0 Barca
We should be aware
win.
of speed.
I think I'd love to say we're a clean sheet, but I think it's going to be difficult.
Alicia, creo que un 7-0 es un poco.
Hey,
a ver,
you never know.
I know
you never know.
We've committed this mistake on this show before of thinking it's too much, but actually. Zane 4-1. Nathan,
we will win 3-0.
Vamos, 5-2.
I like it. High
Barça,
scoring. Everyone's high scoring.
5-2.
Bringing a lot of goals on Saturday.
4-0 to Barça, Gavi to score. I like that. 5-2. Ok, me gusta. A ver, estamos muy optimistas. Eso me gusta.
A por todo. From one high-scoring Barca team to another. It was a little while ago now, but Barca headed over to Levante and do what Barça Femení do. Should we take a look at the highlights?
Yeah, let's do it. And they did what they always do.
They did what they do. They absolutely did.
For the records, this was Kika scored in this match, and it was her first official goal with Barcelona. But first and foremost, our other are equivalent to Lamine Yamal on the women's team. We have these parallels on the men's and women's team. You have Vicky and Lamine. You have Ewa Payo and Lewa.
We've got
you have
Alexia and Raphinha, the latest one, the 11 captains.
You have Aitana and Pedri, Patri Jarron. You know what? I'm loving this.
It's cool.
You have Inigo Martinez with Irene Paredes. You know, I love this.
That's cool.
I absolutely love this. This was Kika's first goal in a Barça shirt. Absolute screamer.
And is this green Barça shirt? I think is this the first time we see the women wearing the green?
I'm not entirely sure. It might be, to be honest.
And it's cooler. Like this green one.
That finish,
I'm gonna be honest. The first time I saw the green shirt, I was like, eh.
It's grown
and
on
now
me.
it's grown on me a lot.
I mean, it looks so nice on the pitch. Like, look at that. Claudia Pina is getting back into really, really good form. She assisted that Kika goal. She's been in and around it. We know what Claudia Pina can do, so it's quite nice to see. Irene Paredes with a header. Shocking.
Barça women doing what Barça women do.
Lewa scores goals. Alexia scores goals. Irene Paredes scores headers. It's just what happens. It's what happens. So another win for Barça Femení. Do you think they're going to go invincible this season again?
I have no reason to doubt it. We are, of course, on international break for the women's team. But there's big news coming up for them as they could be taking some gold away with them.
Indeed.
We've got Ballon d'Or nominees. The prize giving is Monday. So nominated Alexia Aitana, Caroline Graham-Hansen, Padri. Although they're not with the team anymore, but for their efforts last season, Mariona, Lucy Bronze. And Salma Paralluelo, who yesterday was quite busy. Getting a little bit of a scare.
A little bit.
Let's take a look at Salma Paralluelo as she went on one of the bigger roller coasters of the Catalan region.
Do you think she gets that rush when she scores goals?
I think she's much more comfortable on the pitch.
Probably.
A roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
Let's climb up and let's head into our section of the night. It's time for Feeberse Focus.
We can never get this. One day, Jamie, we will get this. One day we'll get this right.
This is the bit that you said to Diego 2 weeks ago when he was covering from you, like, this is the moment with like the green lights and everything, and he was like, oh yeah, lovely. Like,
He's like,
loved it.
We'll get the mic switch ready one day.
Yeah. This is Feeberse Focus. Feeberse in. You can sign up for Feeberse on let's see if we get the QR code on the bottom.
Isn't it usually there?
Follow us on Feeberse at Culers Corner.
Yes.
Sign up to Feeberse by scanning the QR code. There it is. If by magic.
That way.
And you might be asking, if you're new to the show, what is Feeberse?
What is Feeberse? Well, Feeberse is a new application of uploading videos and content, and it's only about football.
Only football.
Solamente hay contenido de fútbol en Feeberse, que es subir vídeos, crear contenido, ser creativo y te damos unos wows, unos niveles.
That's right.
Vamos.
So you upload content, and for all the content you upload, you get WoW points, and people can give you WoW points.
Yes, we do give away WoW points if you guys upload videos.
And you tag us at Culers Corner.
Yes.
And for every WoW point you get, or for all the WoWs and the boosts you get on your videos, your video increases a level of boost, and it will get seen by more and more people.
And then when that closes, all the WoWs and the levels are calculated, and you get a transfer value.
And that's the value of your account.
Yes.
And obviously, the higher the value, the better.
Yes.
So sign up to Feeberse, upload some great content, leave comments, leave likes, da nos gusta en la cuenta oficial de Barça, por ejemplo, o la cuenta de Culers Corner. Because we uploaded a great video of Benji earlier today.
Subimos, si no lo habéis visto, subimos el vídeo de entrevistando a Benji en el Culers Corner en Feeberse, obviamente que ha sido el mejor contenido de hoy, en mi opinión.
Yeah.
Sí,
absolutely.
Pero descárgala, úsalo, subid vídeos y os damos WoW points.
This week, we want you to head over to the official FC Barcelona account where we've uploaded an amazing video of all the best classic moments for El Clásico this weekend. We get set to head to the Bernabeu. We have a look at the video. Obviously, Andres Iniesta in 2015. In what was honestly just a massive, like going there and getting a 4-0 win.
And that
with Don Iniesta.
That finish.
Ronaldinho in 2005 is the one.
Joga bonito.
It's the one where the Bernabeu applauded Ronaldinho. Iconic moment in the history of FC Barcelona, of course.
I can't believe,
So we want you to head over to the account, find this video, which we like. It's too much for words. We're just enjoying it.
I know,
it's
we're just
great
staring.
moments.
It's like
this goal by Xavi, which is again incomparable. Head over to this video on the official Barça account, en la cuenta oficial de Barça. En este video, déjanos un comentario. Leave a comment of which of these was your favorite moment.
¿Qué
in the massive 6-2 as well.
¿Qué momento del clásico ha sido el favorito de vosotros? Id al vídeo en la cuenta oficial del Barça en Feeberse y cuéntanos, ¿cuál ha sido el tuyo?
I don't know if we're going to see it on here. It's one that will upset, no doubt, the Real Madrid fans. It's not this one, actually. I'd forgotten about this one.
Yeah.
What a moment that was for Gavi. No, mine will be, it's got to be the Messi celebration with the shirt.
Yeah. I think between that one, I mean, the classic Manitos is going to be one of my favorites things because it happened in the women recently as well.
That's true.
I took a photo of Aitana with doing this and I was like, yes.
So head over to the account, leave us a comment of what is your favorite Clásico moment in the Bernabeu.
Yes.
And stay tuned to Feeberse and stay tuned to Culers Corner because we've got some big things coming.
Tenemos unas cositas que os va a gustar bastante en la cuenta de Feeberse de Culers Corner, en la cuenta del Barça de Feeberse. Pues tenéis que seguir mirando el programa y vais a ver las sorpresitas que tenemos para vosotros.
It's a giveaway. It's a big giveaway with a massive prize.
Por si
díselo. Es un sorteo brutal.
Es un sorteo con unos premios brutales que os va a encantar.
But aside from that, we've also got just amazing content that you can watch. Let's. Do you want to take a look at some of the best Feeberse Barça content this week?
Let's see it.
Some massive moments for Barca
Yes.
this week on the Football Social Network.
And there was a massive moment for Barca 10 years ago.
10 years ago, somebody made their debut 10 years ago tomorrow.
10 years ago tomorrow.
Do you know who it is? Let us know in the chat. Who made their debut 10 years ago tomorrow on Friday, 25th of October?
At the Bernabeu
muchas pistas.
For El Clásico 10 years ago today.
Who is it? Let us know in the chat.
Let's go. Let's see
for
the
this
chat.
week's Retro Replay.
So, chats, ¿quién hizo
su debut?
Sí, claro. Se me fueron las palabras. ¿Quién hizo su debut hace 10 años en el Bernabéu en el Clásico para el Barça? Chat, a ver si tenéis la respuesta.
Let's see if you know. Let's see if you know who made
Let's see it,
their
let's see it.
debut. It wasn't Messi. It
O
was not
Alfredo
Messi.
Rodríguez sí que tiene la respuesta correcta.
Yeah.
True Piece, Neymar.
It wasn't Neymar.
No.
True Piece has got it in the second attempt.
No.
Second attempt. We've got a couple of good ones.
Yeah. Alfredo Rodríguez.
Go on then.
Clavado.
It was indeed.
It was.
Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez made his debut 10 years ago.
Alexander says Ter Stegen. No.
He was signed the same season.
Ter Stegen.
I believe so.
Nice.
I could be. Yeah, I think so. I think so.
Okay.
I think he was signed that same season, 2014-15 season. It
Yes.
was Luis Enrique's first season
Ooh.
as entrenador.
Mira. Saluda a Susana López. Hola, Susana López.
Hey.
Hola.
Yeah.
Ilias.
Yeah, loads of right answers now.
Yeah.
Suarez did in fact make his debut 10 years ago tomorrow at the Bernabeu in a Clásico. If we've got some footage of a bit of the imágenes de Suarez.
De Luis Suarez.
It was it was a nice. In fact, this footage is going to reminded me when I was putting it together of like the Gavi footage, like behind the scenes, he was getting ready to make his debut, he was getting ready to make his return. But this was it on the 25th of October 2014, 10 years ago. Tomorrow, Luis Suarez made his official debut in La Liga at the Bernabeu against Real Madrid. Do we know the result?
3-1.
It was 3-1, but it wasn't to Barca. It was to
Sadly
Madrid.
not.
But that was Barca's worst result of the season. And if I remember correctly, 4 losses the whole season gave them the league title. So
we can ignore it and move on and celebrate the title.
So, also worth acknowledging, in that very same season, Barca took aggregate win against Bayern Munich in the semi-finals of the Champions League, which they also went on to win. They took the treble that season. I'm just saying this.
Are we comparing
signs.
this signs?
I don't know. Leo Messi was the top league scorer, 43 goals.
Yeah.
But we're talking about this man. We're talking about
Luis Suarez
in this match. I think this.
Oh my God, he looks like a baby.
Look who we had a fight, like a bit of a scrap with.
Yeah.
Did Luis Suarez in his debut.
He wanted that goal.
He wanted the goal. It wasn't to be on that occasion.
No.
It was the Real Madrid win, but Barca went on to win the season.
What a player he became for Barcelona.
What a player he became. Massive signing. Of course, that was the first season of the MSN as well.
Yeah, that was.
Messi,
that
Suarez,
been.
Neymar.
Yeah.
That
massive,
was such
the
an
start of all.
important signing for Barca history. And look, he goes to sit down here next to Ter Stegen. Look, very young looking Ter Stegen as well. Obviously, we're thinking about him and his return from injury.
Yes, we did see him on the pitch yesterday, though.
Yeah.
Walking at least with the brace, but he is walking without crutches.
He is indeed.
If I saw correctly. But that is a big historic moment for Barcelona 10 years ago.
10 years ago.
And we have a few players who can make their debut.
We have a few
their
potential
not debut for the club, but
Clásico
debuts.
We've got, of course, Iñaki Peña could be in goal. If not, it could be Szczesny in goal. I'll get there. By the time he makes his debut, I'll be there. But he could make both his Barca debut and his Clásico debut tomorrow.
We have Marc Casado.
Marc Casado, of course, could play his first Clásico.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo, of course, the new signing this season, could play his first Clásico. Pablo Torre.
You know what? I would feel the thing is that it's a possibility. You usually talk about academy players that just came up through La Masia, and you know, in these big games, you would usually say maybe not. But you know, Fermín started against Bayern Munich.
Pablo Torre playing well. He got 2 goals against Sevilla.
I mean, it's a complete possibility for these players to get their debut, and I think when you have players coming up from La Masia like these players have been, that motivation. You know, we saw that Gavi goal against Real Madrid. That is that passion that you want in these games. And you know what? I really hope they make their debut, their Clásico debut, officially.
If you want to see a bit more about some of these young players, or if you want to reminisce a bit more about the likes of Luis Suarez, you can head over to the Barca One app. If you can take a look at our mobile here.
Yeah.
I will also mention the Gavi, the return of Gavi.
The
documentary that's on there. You can take a look at that.
Yeah.
You can look at the origins of Pablo Torre. That's a cool documentary about where he came from.
I do really like those.
And of course, all the lives that we've got coming up, because tomorrow's a big day as well. We've got the pre-match training, the press conference, and you can head down. We've got this historic section, and you can find just like some of the best matches.
If you want to just reminisce
from
on
all
everything,
time,
one evening.
the clásicos that went down in history.
Yeah. Mira,
You can
meteros
even
en Barça
head over to the Luis Suarez section.
Sí.
Spend a day with Luis Suarez. Check out all his best goals, his best skills. Loads of content there on Barça One for you to enjoy.
A Barça One y podéis ver lo que os dé la gana. El gol de Luis Suárez, Ronaldinho, si queréis ir para allá. Tenemos un partido de Johan Cruyff también, si no me equivoco.
There's just an
mira,
absolute ton of
Samuel
stuff.
de todo. Y también puedes ver el documental de Gavi, de la recuperación de su lesión.
Los
Tenéis,
jóvenes in the next generation,
Next
loads of
Generation, la
content.
Masía. O sea, hay de todo. Lo que sea del Barça, pasado, presente, futuro, lo tenéis en Barça One.
Ahí esta semana también hay mucho contenido indirecto que podéis disfrutar.
También.
Loads of live content this week. If we take a look
Yes.
at the schedule of what's coming up this week on Barça One. Tomorrow, live training and press conference ahead of El Clásico. That will be 11 a.m. and 1 p.m. You can listen to Hansi Flick as he gets set for his first Clásico as well. His Clásico debut. How did we overlook our great Hansi Flick?
We did overlook that. And obviously on Saturday, you can start the early morning with youth football at 10:30 a.m. And then 8:30 p.m. it is Barça Live here in Barça Studios for Barça One for El Clásico.
Sunday evening, Barça Athletic play at 7:30 against Baracaldo. And then you can watch that full match, the Real Madrid-Barça match, on Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be one to rewatch and celebrate. Barça news every night at 5 p.m. with
And
Diego Line. And then we're back this time next week.
On Thursday.
Culers
With
Corner.
Culers Corner by Feeberse. You can't miss out. You can't miss out on El Clásico and you can't miss out on Culers Corner. I think they go hand in hand.
Yeah. The
Personally.
two most important things at Barça
Basically.
in the next 7 days. We'll be back then this time next week, 7 p.m. on Thursday with Culers Corner by Feeberse, where we're bringing you all the action, all the reactions after El Clásico. Let's hope we're celebrating.
I think we will. I mean, the chat seems optimistic, so I think we have to trust everyone.
The chat. Mentioning the chat, let's. There's one last message for Maud Rahil, who's happy birthday today. It's his
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to
Feliz
you.
cumpleaños and happy birthday. That's joyeux anniversaire.
Yeah.
That's all the languages that I have in happy
Perfect.
birthday. I apologize.
We'll be back this time next week. We're
Yes.
bringing you all the action as well ahead of a very important match. It is the Barcelona derby. Barça Español.
Yes.
An important match.
Slightly, yeah.
So join us next week
Mhm.
for more Culers Corner, 7 p.m. live on YouTube and
No,
Facebook.
no lo perdéis. Os vemos la próxima semana a las 7 cada jueves, como siempre.
Thanks for joining us this week.
Muchas gracias.
Adeu and Visca Barça.